is majorly we focused upon, okay, how the real-time infrastructure will be there, scenario based, interview based, and we majorly focusing upon real-time scenarios only. Just we are not completing simply what is the command, how to use the command, not like that. So I am going to explain about the technically. I will show you the in lab session also. Meanwhile, we are going to in depth of how the nature of the things will be happening in scenarios into the production environment, how we need to be request some kind of the request into the production environment, what are the do's and don'ts. So every topic will be we are concluding of technical, functional, and interview based. It's nothing but we are completing one by one in the same pattern. So Monday to Friday classes will be there, and I'm planning for the second week of the Saturday itself. So the people who were the part of the team and other set of the people, my previous students. So we are placing the some kind of chit chat and real time based scenarios, means a discussion forum type. For example, there is some of the guys who are attending the interviews. So there is a lot of the question triggered to them. So we are going to ask to them what are the questions and how we need to be corrected, and what is the way of explanation. And again we preparing from the second week itself for the interviews. Okay, probably you are not part of that much of the portion wise also. At least you can understand that, okay, okay, what exactly the terminology is, how they are explaining, what type of the questions will come. Everything I will share you the recorded video, and meanwhile the notes, everything will be having in forum level. Every day, same day, you will get the video and the notes also. So this is all about nothing but Linux and the VMware fundamentals and the one of the cloud. Whether some people are looking for the AWS means AWS I will go, and some people are looking for the Azure means. So those cloud part I will take you this separately, and we can complete into the cloud also infrastructure wise. There is approximately some 10 to 12 services will be coming into the picture. Okay, like IAM, Route 53, security groups, okay, instance, nothing but compute. Okay, everything we are going to go in detail. So this is all about take you the 45 days to 2 months of the time in and out. This is a course explanation. So anyone having nothing but it's a, can be better if you can introduce yourself in short way, maybe what exactly your expectation. It will be helpful for me to, I can drive the show into the particular way. Can we start with Santosh?
Yeah, good morning everyone. This is Santosh from Visakhapatnam right now. I'm working from Limited, Solution Architect, our division.
Okay, Santosh, do you have experience on any Linux or any background of that?
Yeah, I have Linux and real time 3 years experience.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Prem.
Yeah, thanks for asking. Hi guys, this is Prem. Currently, I do have 5 years of experience, and that I am working with TCS. Presently, I am doing production support, basically involves with DevOps tools and all. But I do have intermediate knowledge on Linux. But the main motive for me to join this course is to learn the, Linux administrator.
Okay, yeah, surely. Yeah, and Raju.
My name is Najib Raju. Currently working for Capgemini since 6 years. Looking for an upgrade of myself.
Okay, definitely. Yeah, Ramya. I think you are in mute. Okay. Shweta.
Hi, Pavan. This is Shweta. Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm new to this IT terminology and I have 7 years of experience in IT investment banking domain.
Okay.
To change my career growth. In that, I have taken this Linux course. So you have to get me deep into this. I'm new to this terminology. Everything is new to me.
Okay.
So yeah. Waiting for your course to get into this
Definitely.
to resume my in IT.
Sure.
Excited to start.
Yeah.
Yep, Pawan. Yeah. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Definitely. So the
Yeah.
thing is that I will tell you that there is one of my students are there who are already having the equivalent experience with me. There is a 13 years of lady. She last week, yesterday only she joined the new company also. Okay. She is also from the non-IT background. Okay. So if you can go through my vlogs also, the thing majorly we explain about from the high expectation will be from my end. You don't know about the technology. In the same way, from the scratch, I'm going to pull up the things and I will explain you the things with a real time examples. I'm not using high end of words. I'm not using high end of dictionary words. So whatever the daily we are seeing, daily we are capturing. From there, I will take you the example. I will explain you that. So you need to understand the topic. Okay. So that
Hope so. Yeah.
okay. Anything else, Sweta, you want to tell me?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay then.
Thank you, Pawan.
Yeah, thank you. So let me start the thing. Let me share my screen. So in today, so in this week especially, we are going to concentrating on nothing but fundamentals of operating system, and the secondary thing is that okay, lab setup. Okay, so how to install the particular VMware software and how to install the operating system, everything we are going to will done in the same day, and then we are going to booting process. So booting process is one of the major thing, interview question side also, and meanwhile technology side also. This is one of the major fundamental aspect. So I'm going to explain about the booting process also. Then we are going for the basic commands in Unix. So there is some of the basic commands are there into the Unix. We are going to see that. So in fundamentals, we are going to cover up with Unix with Linux and Unix versus Windows and architecture. Okay, so these are the things majorly we are covering up that one. So here after this one, we are going with the user management. So user management is one of the aspect. So this week, these are the fundamental and the major topics we are going to cover up. So daily it will be 1 hour session. So let me go to the fundamentals of operating system. So everything I will provide you the notes like this. I will share you to just text me your mail IDs at the end of the session. So I will share you the course tracker also, means which day we are completing which course and what exactly the link of that. Everything I will share you the thing. So everything you will be having the notes also. Okay, so you will be having the notes and you will be having the video also. So let me go with one by one. So first of all, if you go to the basics of, we'll go for the from basic level. So if you go to the basics of operating system is a quite common. For example, let it be we are using our mobile. Our mobile will be having of one operating system that should be Android or WebOS or Microsoft or Apple. So these are the customized operating system. So this operating system help you out to transfer the data. For example, hardware to user, user to hardware. Means in your mobile, you are trying to access the, let it be one of the picture. So what you are going to do? So you are going to the picture or you are going to the images. You're trying to open the one of the image. So in this process, your operating system help you out to convey the same information to your hardware, and it will help you to bring up the particular picture. So let it be, if you are using your laptop, you are trying to do the control P, nothing but control V, control C, or you want to print out the one of the thing. So when you trigger some kind of the thing, automatically the information will be passed to them, and it will be moving to the your hardware. Your hardware will be understand with the binaries, ones and zeros only. So once it is understand, so it will revert back to the user into the same format, but your operating system help you to convert those information and give the proper output through the whether desktop or printer output devices, IO devices, we are calling as IO devices. So here operating system will take you the entire responsibility. Something like that in our home, in our families, like a mother and father, how they are taking care of the responsibilities of the kids. So in the same way, they will take you the responsibility of each and everything. They are trying to move on, proceed, and protect everything. Nothing but it is trying to take up the things, and it will trying to protect the things from the unwanted involvements, and meanwhile trying to protect from the outsiders also. So this is the fundamental of operating system. Whether you are using the Windows, you are using any kind of operating system, that is a fundamental. Means it act like a bridge between the user and the hardware. So as we go with Unix operating system, so Unix is one of the fundamental operating system. We have a Windows. So we have a Windows. In most of the architecture, people are using the Windows mechanism, and Unix is one of the major mechanism people are using with that one. So what is a major difference coming from the Windows to Unix? So the thing is that Windows is a totally graphical user interface. For example, when you go into the Windows operating system, the Windows operating system will be take up into the graphical interface. Nothing but we are operating, we are installing, we are executing with a zero knowledge also we can do that. For example, let it be your manager, or let it be you have a laptop, you want to install the one player, let it be VLCC player or one of the software. So maybe earlier you not done also basic understanding. So you would directly double click on the software, you are going with the next, and what are the options are there, you are going to take your trial, like a trial and run policy type, you are trying and you are completing. So but the thing is that here, when you coming to the security aspect, let it be you are having the one startup company. Okay, the company is basically from the financial domain. Okay, let it be you are supporting for the one of the financial bank, let it be HDFC, SBI, or JPS Morgan, whatever it may be. So when you are performing same setup of the thing into the server mechanism also, means without having the proper knowledge, without any kind of nature of involvement, means without having the proper knowledge, trial and run policy is not recommended everywhere. So to overcome that one, so we are having the parallel mechanism of Unix is one of the operating system. So this operating system will help you out to make you the most of the secured mechanism. For example, if you can see that Windows servers, it is supporting graphical user command line also. Windows have the command line also, like a PowerShell. Most of the administration tasks people are performing by the PowerShell only. So, but the thing is that graphical user by one is the most of the people are friendly environment it is using. Okay, so but the thing is that Windows is the one of the mechanisms where we can establish into the large scale of industries, regular day-to-day life, and it is a payment services. And moreover, Windows software is not a free. You have to pay the amount. You have to pay the amount. You need to get the software, and you have to renew that as per the your norms. So that is one of the aspect. So when you compare to the Windows, Unix is a Unix also have the command line and the graphical user. Unix also have the command line and the graphical user, both of them. But when compared to the other things, Windows compared to that, Unix will help you out for the protection wise. So how it will be having the protection wise means Unix by default recommendation will be the command line. So graphical user interface is not recommendable as per the security basis, because when graphical user interface is there, your trial go for the trial and run policy, and you may be try without knowledge also. That is not recommendable into the my server. So that is the reason what I am going to do it. I am going to establish by the command line. Nothing but whatever the things are there, you can perform by using the command line. Simply, for example, we are having the Windows command line CMD. For example, ipconfig, if you are tried means I am getting this one. This is since I have a knowledge on this one. For example, I don't have the knowledge. Okay, instead of normal IP, I tried capital. Okay, if not, sometimes I tried with some gap. So it is not executing. Means in earlier cases, I have a knowledge, I executed the thing. But coming to this case, my knowledge is probably not sufficient. I may not don't know about the proper information of ipconfig. Means how to use the ipconfig command, and whether it's a case sensitive or it is a capital letters, and where we need to use it. Probably I don't have the fundamental knowledge of the ipconfig. So that is the reason the operating system denies to give the expected details of whatever I am looking. So that's the same case here. When you're going with a command line directly, it is not showing the information blindly. It will expectation will be you need to have the minimum knowledge, not only minimum knowledge, more than a minimum knowledge. You need to have a knowledge of the command. Give the clear command, I can perform it. If not, we are not accepting any request. Whereas a graphical user interface. So graphical user interface, for example, let it be this is the one. I want to move the previous page. I want to move the next page. So coming to the graphical user interface, this will be very easy to I can move upon. Means I can perform probably some of the options. I can perform the things and all. But the thing is that same thing we cannot perform into the command line. Means we need to use a set of the commands, and moreover we need to perform the some set of operation activities. And the second thing is that Unix environment also we can perform into the graphical user phase and the command line. Both of them we can use. And coming to the security matter. So whatever the Windows system is using, nothing but you have a multi-user mechanism, distributed mechanism. Yes, everything we can use it. But the thing is that security is a primary matter. For example, in Windows mechanism, antivirus or Microsoft Defender. Microsoft Defender is the inbuilt one. So antivirus is whether you use the McAfee, Avast, whatever it may be. That is the recommendable. It's supposed to be having into the application, because most of the applications will be people our expectation will be I need to have the antivirus, then only it will be help you to perform my application from the issues and bugs. So it will help you like a one of the firewall. Okay, so but the thing is that means you are spending the amount for the third party services. Means you are maintaining, for example, in the same case you have a one startup company. In the same startup company you are trying to establish the same thing, nothing but you are maintaining the some 30 servers, you are maintaining the all the softwares. So by the time in this process, if you are not able to proceed in proper manner, okay, nothing but everything is the calculated over there. Means the servers, softwares, extra 1 rupee also it's a calculated for you. So nothing but all the antiviruses you will need to buy, you need to install, and you need to maintain. That is one of the extra burden to you. So without that, can't we stay back? Unix environment. So antivirus is not a mandatory. Nothing but without antivirus also we can perform the things, and most of the operations will be running upon without that. Means here people are, if you want to install means we can install, that is not a case, but there is no need of, because we are running with a command line, everything will be into the standard mechanism. Your operating system, nothing but your kernel will be taking care of your responsibility. So that is one of the major thing. Means the basic fundamental of Unix and Windows is that both of them graphical and command line, whereas the Windows it is a graphical is a preferable, whereas the Unix the command line is a preferable. Okay, and that's coming to that rest of the operation like a distributed and a mechanism security wise a little bit of differences are there. So not only that one, when you're going with features of Unix, okay, I understand. So Unix also one of the operating system like Windows, and it is have the some sort of additional security features. Okay, that's a well and good. So what are the major features? So the major features, whatever the thing is that multi-user, multitasking, portability, security, hierarchical file systems, networking support, and shell programming. Means the thing is that usually if you're going with a Windows mechanism also, most of the things it is supported by Windows also. Okay, so why I'm comparing with the Windows means, so by default we everyone are Windows in supporting Windows users only, because though you are not doing the administration task also, for regular activities and all we are using the Windows laptops and most of the our convenience basis. So that is the reason to better understanding I'm comparing with the Windows. Okay, so whatever the Windows it is there, most of there here also there. Okay, but one of the major feature is that there is a some of the cases like a LVM file system mechanism is a one of the beauty thing when compared to the Windows. Here we can maintain the LVM concept here, means that dynamically we can perform, and booting process especially like multitasking, multi operating systems also we can maintain. Nothing but in grub we can boot multiple versions also. For example, simple example I want to tell you that, let it be your Windows operating system will be, so let it be you have the Windows operating system. So right now your Windows operating system version is 10.x 10.0. Okay, so after some time, okay, you receive the one of the another operating system upgraded version. So the version is that 11.0. So generally our process is that as per the Windows recommendation, nothing but Microsoft recommendation, they will try to convey that, okay, you want additional features, please upgrade or migrate from the 10.0 to 11.0. So that is the expectation. So whenever they are having the expectation on 10.0 to 11.0, what I am going to do it, I am going to override or upgrade the operating system. Means you are going to override the operating system here. So here upgradation is nothing but what, wherever there is a 10.0 OS is there, you are going to erase and reinstall 11.0. That is only right. Okay, nothing but, so once you upgraded, your Windows operating system will be showing as 11.0 in your properties, right? 11.0 will show you into the your properties, nothing but your system is upgraded to 11.0. So the thing is that the same thing we can perform into the Unix. But what exactly the difference it is means, Windows operating system, once you upgraded your 11.0 means the earlier version is going to be erased. But whereas when compared to the Linux or Unix operating system, we can maintain minimum of last 3 versions. Means, for example, let it be I am upgraded my server into the 11.0. So still I can maintain my server into 10.0, 9.0. So here you may get the doubt, maintaining in the sense means we are running the multiple versions in the same time. No, means right now 11.0 is the latest version you install and running. So this is the version it is running into the your Linux operating system. So let it be, we are having the concept of grub. So that's the next topic. So I'm explaining in detail. So grub is a holding of operating system versions. So what exactly here it will be going to be do, it means this particular grub will be holding of previous version. Let it be 10.0 and 9.0. These are the version. So currently your version will be running. It will be holding like a 0. It will give the kind of ranking wise 1, 2. So like this it will be maintaining into the inside. So it will make you as 0 is the default bootloader. Means whenever your operating system is performing, means once you power on the button, your BIOS will be load. Once your BIOS will be load, there it will be fetching of operating system, your hardware, everything it will be diagnosed. So in the moment of the time, everything it will be captured and it will be pick up from the your operating system. So here 11.0 is the default loader, means you are conveying to the hardware once server is bring back, means boot up stage or once it is running stage. By default, make sure that 11.0 is the latest version need to be installed. So this latest version need to be installed on. Then the 10.0 and 9.0 are safer side, we kept it. Means why we are performing these things. Let it be you are using the Windows mechanism. Okay, so one of the weekend, that is one maintenance activity is there. So let it is running on 11.0 version. Your application, let it be w.icac.com. See, one of the website is there. In weekend time, you are performing the things on. Otherwise, so one of the working day, this particular website, it is already existed. This particular server, you got the some issues with the operating system image. Means the 11.0 having some bug. Due to that bug, your application is keep on crashing. Crashing in the sense, it is not, the services are not executing. Your services are stopping automatically due to the sum of the bug into the 11.0. Just think of that. That particular day is the first of the particular month. So the first and the 30th, end of the month, starting of the month, we have a lot of business days. Nothing but everyone will get a salary. There is a lot of the financial aspect will be happening from the company to bank. There is a lot of financial sector will be very busy in those areas. So let it be in the particular moment of the time, my particular website is down, my services are down, means automatically the client will be feeling unhappy, right? Let it be you are working on one of the company, Microsoft. So every month, last working day, they are providing the salary. Due to the some of the bank transactions, okay, bank issues, it is not happen. It is happen on first or second. Okay, 1 month they agreed, 2 months, sometimes occasionally means agreed. So if the same thing it is happening again and again, more than 2 months or more than 1 month also it's happened, means the companies are not able to tolerate. So what they are going to do it, they will change the bank. They will change the bank automatically. Instead of ICICI, they will go with a different bank. So the thing is that from the company side, it is not a big deal. From the company side, it is a quite normal thing. But when you're going with particular same aspect from the banking side, they will lose the one of the major client. So the Microsoft employees who are there, everyone will be, most of them having the ICICI Bank earlier. Their transactions means individual transaction and the company transaction are happening by using the ICICI. But right now, due to the some of the technical reasons and everything, whatever may be the reason, they lose the Microsoft. So this is a financially one of the big minus mark. So that is the reason what the people are doing. So let the same situation how we are handling into the Unix environment. So 11.0 you got an issue, your application is crashing. Immediately without any second thought you need to reboot. If you would have the option to select instead of 11.0 for time being, if you can select the 10.0, you brought up the application and you run the things, and whenever there is a you have a feasibility, let it be in weekend or non-business hours. Non-business hours means like a post banking hours, post business hours. For example, let it be banks usually working from the 9 to 6. So after 6 o'clock or maybe midnight, if you do the changes, or you can fix for the changes accordingly. So here, if we perform in that way means we are not losing any amount. We are not losing the website issues also. Maybe 1 minute or 10 minutes of the time till the reboot, probably we may get the some glitch, but automatically we sorted out the issue. The same thing we can perform into the Unix environment. So wherever the your Windows environment it is lacking, so here we can perform into the Unix environment. Means it is making as a, this is the default one. So as per our issue 11.0, you got an issue with the operating system image, whatever may be, that is some bug or whatever may be. Right now I don't have the time to see the bug and all. I need to work with the vendor to find out what is the reason and all. It will take some moment of the time, but this is not the right time to work with the users. So that is the reason what I'm going to do it. I'm going to work with the, first of all I'm rebooting the server. I will make it this one as a default one instead of above one. Means it is a 1 or 0 like this. Means once your operating system is loaded, right now it is loaded with 10 version. Okay, so your operating system is loaded automatically and you are starting immediately the application. So immediately application is running and all, and people are performing their BAU activity, business as usual activities. So as of now there is no issue. Maybe you may get the little bit of latency, nothing but slowness or something, because why we are upgrading the softwares and all for the better performance, better features and all. Maybe the little bit of features will be different when compared to the earlier one, but what exactly will be happening, but everything will be the quite common, it is sorting out here. So this Unix environment having these features, so as per the Red Hat, as per the Ubuntu, and whoever it may be the Unix vendors, as per the all the vendors, the recommendation will be always we need to keep -3 versions. -3 version means let it be this is the current version. From current version to -3 version means like a 8.0. From current version to, you need to maintain minimum 3 versions you need to be maintained. 3 versions you need to be maintained into the server, and whenever you are facing any issue with the current version, okay, you have feasibility to boot the server into the previous version. So ultimately we are thinking about business perspective. So here Windows mechanism we don't have any option. We have to be directly, we need to repair or we need to reinstall. Don't know how much of the time it will be taking, whether 1 day or one minute or 20 minutes or whatever may be. till that entire thing will be going to be erased. So if you are reinstalling on 10.0, automatically entire this application will be going to be erased. Again I need to reset up and re-execute, re-modify, then only I can brought up the application, right? Simply if you are booting from the 10.0 means it doesn't mean that it is directly executing from there. Okay, so in previous classes, means sorry, in previous version, here already setup is there, so I install the new setup, right? So when compared to here the feasibility is that already we have a architecture, but when coming to here we don't have anything. It's something like a plain server. This server is not having the any kind of information. Whatever you need to be reinstall, redeploy. So that is one of the major advantages into the Unix and Windows. Unix supporting this feature, this will be help you a lot into the managing them all the clients into the critical time also. So this is one of the major feature into that. So not only that one, when you coming to the file system wise, so there is a file system wise also, we have a sum of aspects. Okay, for example, let it be, so file system wise we have a two setup of the things. One is that whenever we are managing any server, let it be I'm having the my laptop. So in my laptop I'm having the C drive is nothing but it is related to the operating system level. D drive, E drive we having, these are the related to the user level, same hard disk, but the purpose is changes here. When we are using the C drive is dedicatedly we are installing for the purpose of making the install to do the all the operating system activities, whereas the D drive and E drive are the different file systems. It is using for the personal use of the end user. For example, he want to store the data, he want to store the data information everywhere, so that will help a lot into the placing of the data. So here we have two types of the things and all. One is that OS related, second is that non-OS related. So OS related file system is nothing but, so in Unix environment when you are installing the software, you can see that like a root, temp, dev, tmp, boot, var, media. These are the particular things are related to the OS related. So this OS related will help you to create at the time of execution time only. Means these are the things we are not creating. These are the things created at the moment of the initial time only. So that will help you to manage the operating system level activities. So for example, here root is we are calling as a, so root we are calling as the parent of operating system. Nothing but it will be having the all the access part, controlling part, means root can do anything. Something like that in our families, okay, like a father and mother. So they are the boss of the family. They can control their children's, they can do any individual aspect, they can take the decisions, okay. So they do have the all the feasibility of controlling mechanism and execution and maintaining everything how they are having. Same thing here the root also. So root also it's nothing but the head of the boss. So it will be having the all the features of the root. Nothing but it is can create, it can delete, it can modify without any permissions. So without any permissions also we can able to manage into the root directory. So slash bin is nothing but binary info and configuration info. For example, binary info is nothing but let it be every file system or whenever you are managing any kind of activities. The data will be transferring from the source to destination, means you are copying the data from the source to the server. So in the time, this will help you out. The bin directory will help you out to proceed with the execution. Nothing but the binary directory will be holding off all the binary information which is can be understand by the your hardware. So this dev is nothing but all the devices information it will be holding off. For example, let it be your server will be there. That server will be having the some devices like number will be there. Like it will be into the ones and zeros. Those information will be all your hard disk information. It will be stored onto the dev. So temp is nothing but there is a directory we are using for the temporary purpose. For example, let it be Windows mechanism, we are using the recycle bin, or we don't have the any temp mechanism. So directly you are placing into the direct somewhere you are creating the directory and you are storing the data. But this temp directory is a kind of the inbuilt mechanism into the server. For example, in the server, if you want to use it for the temporarily, you want to push it manage, then we are using the /tmp. /boot is nothing but all the bootable related information. So what exactly the /boot means? You can see that here in Unix environment we are having this much of the categories. If you can see that Windows environment, if you have the only the operating system installation phase only, but the thing is that here we are managing the all the things with the separate devices. So we segregated, we allocated, everyone need to take a responsibility of everything. Means we segregated the responsibilities. So that will help you to monitor, maintain and manage the operating system here. Slow boot is the all the bootable information. So when server is booting, when server is going to be down, so all the capturing information will be storing into the bootable and their related files also storing into the boot file. Where is nothing but store the all the logs info. Since we are maintaining the command line interface, everything we are not able to monitor that much of easily. For example, you are copying the data, you are deleting the data, you are managing the data. Everywhere the logs are needed, nothing but from where to where you are copying. What exactly the details, everything we are storing into the /var. This var directory will be having the different type of the logs, nothing but bootable logs, messages logs, demessage logs. Means I will show you into the next classes. So it is a kind of the regular activity for us. Means every particular service will be having the one log file. This log file will help you to install, execute and manage. So media is the one of the thing it will be using for the temporary devices. For example, you want to mount your CD drive to the server. So then we are using the media option. So this media is nothing but something like that you are temporarily opted those services. So for those purpose in futurely they created this /media also. So here these are the all the major operations. It is a part of existing server mechanism only. So this will help you a lot to manage and execute and proceed for the tracking purpose also. It will be very useful. So non-related file system. So when compared to the Unix, Windows we are having the only C drive. So if you can go to the C drive, inside you will be having the x86 program files and bin different type of the there also it is existed, but everything will be existed into the root only. But here also the root operating system will be taking care of same set of the things with the advanced features. So with advanced features it will be very useful. So non-related operating system. So what is a non-related operating systems? For example, like you have one application, /data is for the application purpose, /oracle is nothing but one Oracle team, they ask us to install the Oracle software and keep the file system, nothing but your directory name as like a Oracle. So here these two cases are we are calling as a non-OS related, nothing but which are you are using for the application related and some third-party devices support. So here these are the things it will be by default non-OS related. So in real time also, whenever you are managing any kind of issues, So you are taking the options by default, OS related or non-OS related. So OS related means being admin we are only taking care, and the non-OS related means we have to take care of advance of both. Nothing but non-OS related will be performing from the system admin level also some portion of the times, and it will be taking the responsibility from the application team also. So this application team also will take care of the responsibility for the cleanup and housekeeping and maintaining or data copying or data deleting any kind of activities. From the operating system also we used to go with the managing those things, and we are performing those areas. So here these are the different type of the actions we can perform, we can manage into the file system architecture. So the file system architecture level, if you gone through the once again, we have two types of the file system architecture. One is the OS related, another one is the non-OS related. So OS related, these are the different type of the features will be there. Nothing but file system exist like a bin, dev, temp, boot, var and media. And non-OS related will be having of like slash data, slash oracle, slash okay big data, slash backup, okay everything whatever may be the file name it is, everything will be falling into the separate file system will be there into the operating system level. Okay, so in production environment, okay, especially in Unix, there is a one more thing also we need to know the differences. So what is the differences means, distributions. So this distributions is a very important. So you may have the here this word Unix and the Linux, these are the both are the different terminologies. So what is the basic difference and fundamental difference between the Unix and Linux? So Unix is a basically they started by the Dennis Ritchie and brother Linus. There is one more guy into the 1980s. So here Unix is the fundamental operating system. Unix is the fundamental operating system. They taken up the Unix kernel means Unix architecture like a Red Hat, IBM, Ubuntu, CentOS, Fedora, Kali Linux. So different type of the operating system. So what they are doing, once they collected, okay, the particular version of code, from there they are going to attach some sort of the new features. Means so existing features probably they are going to override or they are going to re-established with the advanced features. So here Unix is the primary operating system, Linux is the flavor of Unix. Means it's something like that, Unix is the your major operating system. Unix will be having number of flavors. Like there is a 200 plus distributions we are having into the Linux, nothing but Unix environment distributions like a Fedora, CentOS, Kali Linux, Oracle, Oracle Linux, there is a HP Unix. There is a lot of operating system also. We don't know most of them. We are having 200 plus operating systems we are having into the Unix environment. So there is a one of the major point here, but as per the market scenarios, majorly we are using some 5 to 6 of the operating system regular basis. So this 5 to 6 of the operating system will help you out to okay proceed our day-to-day activities, because we have a trust on those like a Red Hat, Ubuntu, CentOS, IBM Unix or IBM AX and HP Unix. So these are the different type of the operating system. As per our need, we are going to adapt their services and we are proceeding for their executions. So here Unix will be having the all the basic fundamental of the thing, and it will be having the some basic features. So if you can gone through the any kind of the support also, people are saying that Unix support. So Unix support will be basically you are interacting with applications or you are giving the fundamental of Unix, nothing but like giving the permission, restoring or copying or deleting or modifying this type of the data will be, everything will come into the Unix side. So Linux is one of the flavor. So what exactly the Linux will help you out means, the Linux will be having the advanced features, nothing but LVM mechanism, Samba, NFS. Okay, not only that one, like other aspects also. It will provide you the lot of information to manage and execute and perform the things, okay, within the particular products. So the one of the major aspect into the Windows and the Unix environment is that Unix is a free of the cost. Nothing but whether you are downloading the Linux, you are downloading the CentOS, you are downloading the Fedora, you can download free of the cost only. No need to pay the single rupee also. Nothing but we are getting the free software. And the second thing is that whenever you are managing this kind of the operating systems and all, support is needed into the production environment. For example, let it be you are having the one startup. Let it be like a Swiggy or Zomato or Flipkart. So your requirement is that in particular server you install the one web application. Let it be www dot something like a flipkart.com. So the requirement is that whenever you are managing the things and all, okay, so you always expectation will be your server and the services should be little bit of fast, secure and proactive. For this one, what the companies are doing, they are pushing the some packages. So what is the packages? The package is nothing but the collection of information where it will be helpful for enhancing of nothing but your services. So nothing but, for example, if you want to tell you that you people are having the mobiles, whenever you brought a mobile, first 1 or 2 years, you are getting, okay, some patches, ask him to update for better future. Okay, so different type of the things you are going to get it from the operating system level. So whenever you install, the new features will be inbuilt. Probably that is a speed, memory or cleanness or any kind of the thing. It will going to be sorted out by using the installation or upgradation. So coming to here, the Linux will be supporting advanced features like a grub, LVM, user management. Not only that one, we are having the Samba, NFS, SendMail. There is a lot of the advanced features will be more effectively we can implement into the Linux. So that is one of the major advantages into the Unix and the Linux and the Windows. So as usual, the Unix is basically it is supporting the distributed mechanism. So everything we are supporting. Whenever you need a OS level support or infrastructure level support means in the particular moment only we have a rights to install the or we have a rights to uh, execute the things without any delay. So that will be performed by using the Unix environment. Okay. So any doubts? Actually, 1 or 2 classes will be theory only. Okay. So later on we are going with the one by one practicals. Till now, any doubts? Understood? Any doubts are there? Or am I going with little bit of fast?
No, Pawan. No doubts.
You
Nothing
people are
from my side.
understand, right?
Yes, Pawan.
Okay, because 1 or 2 classes we cannot skip the fundamentals, right? These fundamentals only will help you out to understand the technology. Later on, we are going means a booting process also in the same way, and later on we are directly performing to the all the things. So by the time we have a so what I will show you means we have one PPT for the installation of VMware to create a lab. So lab setup we need to do it. Let it be this is a VMware software. We need to be download, and once we download this software, we need to install the operating system. Okay, for that one, so First of all, we have a broad.com. So broad.com is one of the official website for the VMware. Okay, so here this document will be have all the things, nothing but I will show you once again. So because tomorrow we are going to set up the lab, that is the reason. So broadcom is one of the website. You need to be register yourself. Okay, it will prompt you to some sort of the questions here. You no need to pay the any single rupee also. Just you need to register, and probably sometimes it will ask you that, okay, like your address and all. No need to give the accurate details also. You can go with any details. Just create an account into the broad.com. So this broad.com is nothing but earlier it was the VMware. So we are using the VMware software for the virtualization and the creation of the lab. Okay, so since I have my ID and password, directly I'm able to log in. So if you need ID and password means you need to register and you need to verify your mail address. So once you verify your mail address, you are going to get this one. So once you created account, okay, so go to the my downloads. So everything is there into the document. This document having the everything. Okay, so primary downloads, you can see that everything it is there. So go to the only free version. Go to the free version. I don't want to be paid a single rupee also. Okay, I'm going with the free version. Select the VMware. So right now, if you can see that you can download this one, VMware Workstation Pro. So this VMware Workstation, if you click means it will be having some 17 version will be there. As of now, it is supporting free of the cost. Okay, you can see that 17 version for the, here we have a advanced also. So if you want to go with this one also, we can go ahead, or if you want to means go with the 17 version. 17 version we have a different versions are there. So you can select any one. Let it be I'm selecting the 17.6. So if you select 17.6 means automatically it will download. So you can see that like this. So if you want to download means you need to just click on the agree. Okay, so immediately you can close it, select it, and you can click on download. So this automatically will download the image. So once it is downloaded, then only you can perform next action. Nothing but once it is downloaded, so like this, double click on that one, next, install means directly install the VMware software. So now VMware is there, I need to install the operating system also. So if you want to install the operating system, this is the, we are using the Oracle Linux. For the Oracle Linux, you can use this free software m.oracle. So this m.oracle is one of the
Book is fine with book.
Oracle is one of the place where we can go to here. You can come down. So don't select the 10-point version. Things it will take you a very large amount of the space and all. Okay, go to the ISO Linux architecture. You can take up or you can download any one of the versions. I'm going with the 9.4. Just click on the 9.4. So full ISO, we need to select automatically your operating system will be loaded. So these are the things. Tomorrow please download VMware and the operating system. Then tomorrow we can install the lab session along with the booting process. Okay, so any doubts? So VMware is one of the software we need to be download. Secondary thing is that Unix is the means Linux is the operating system, you need to be download. We have a document 2. We have a document here. Just go through it. Okay, so just share me your mail IDs. Okay, so I can give the access to the content. Okay.